Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, students. Before we start today's lesson, Ipan, please lead the class to pray together.
Before we start today's lesson, let's pray together. Finish.
Okay. I see that the weather has not been good lately. Now we have entered the rainy season. How are you guys? Are you guys healthy?
Alhamdulillah, we are good, Miss.
Alhamdulillah, we are good, Miss.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. As much as possible, please do not leave the house to do things that are not important. And even if you leave the house, please don't forget to use masks and hand sanitizer. Because as we know, even though the coronavirus has decreased, the virus is still out there. So we still have to really take care of our health, both inside and outside the house.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Excellent. Class president, are all classmates present?
Siska is not present. She is sick right now. She said she will contact you directly to the WhatsApp application.
Oh, poor sister. I hope she gets well soon. And we who are here must always take care of our health. Okay?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, class. Today we will enter a new chapter. We're going to learn about expression of opinion. Before that, I want you to watch a video. Please wait. I will share my screen with you guys.
Sure, Miss.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to change my place because it's raining out there. And okay, from the video that you have watched, what do you understand from the video?
The video teach us how to ask questions, Miss, and give your opinion. But for more details, I still not fully understand.
Great, Nabila. So basically, opinion is a thought or belief about something or someone. Nabila, can you please help me share the screen?
Of course, Miss. Wait,
Okay. Okay, thank you, Nabila. Next slide, please. So why do we need to learn this? We need to learn this because sometimes we need the opinion of others and sometimes we also need to share our opinion with others. To do this, we need some phrases to ask questions and to give our opinion to others. Maybe when you want to buy something like clothes, shoes, or anything, and you just cannot decide which one to buy because they're both too cute or something, and or maybe you're in trouble and you need a second opinion before you decide what to do. This is where the phrase asking for an opinion plays a role. Then maybe other people will ask your opinion about something, or do you have another opinion to say? This is where the role of phrases giving opinion is used. Next slide, please. Okay. We need to remember that all opinions are important and we must respect the opinions of others even if we don't agree with them. Next slide. To express our opinion, we can say, in my opinion, in my experience, speaking for myself, personally, I strongly believe that, I really feel that, if you ask me, and etc. If the opinion is indeed your personal opinion. You can also use phrases like, some people say that, many or most people think or believe that, everybody knows that, according to scientists, and etc. If the opinion you are about to say, you can reference from other people or broadly. And you can also use phrases like, do you know what I mean? Does it make sense? I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, and blah blah blah. If you want to check whether the person understand what you are saying or not. And lastly, if you feel you want to reiterate just in case they don't understand what you mean, you can use some phrases like, what I mean is, what I'm trying to say is, an extra. Next slide, please. Okay. To ask for opinion, we can use some phrases like this. What's your idea on? What do you think about it? Do you agree with that? And etc. But maybe you should short the sentences you will use before asking and giving opinion. And don't forget, you cannot use informal phrases to ask opinion and giving opinion for teachers, lecturers, bosses, and etc. Next slide, please. Okay. The next one is how you respond to it. If you agree with the other person expressing their opinion, or maybe you agree with something and you want to express that you agree, you can say, of course, you're absolutely right. Yes, I agree. I think so too. That's very good point. Oh, yes, that's right. Exactly. I don't think so either. You can say, I don't think so either, if you both disagree with something or someone. And that is true. That's just what I was thinking, and etc. And if you want to protesting politely, maybe the person you are giving your opinion to misunderstood your opinion and you want to explain again politely, you can use a few phrases like, that's not what I mean or said. No, what I'm trying to say is that you get me wrong. I probably not making myself very clear. That's not exactly what I was trying to say, and etc. Next is a way to express that you are protestingly rudely. Well, I don't recommend you to use this phrase, but as an addition to your understanding to express your protest rudely, you can use some phrases such as "You're not listening, are you? Did you hear a word I said? Can you can you understand what I said? But who say that?" and etc. If you don't agree with something, you can use phrases like, I see, but that's different. Sorry, I don't agree with you. I don't see it is I don't see it that way. And that's not entirely true. That's partly true, but blah 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 and etc. And you might also want to show empathy for something or someone that you disagree with before you end up disagreeing. You can use phrases like, yes, I agree with you, but I can see your point. I can see your point, but that's very true, but of course, you're right, but I know what you meant, but blah 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 and etc. And lastly, you can use some phrases like, um, oh yeah, you said it, but of course, who can disagree with that? Now, now you're talking. Yes, yes. That's the point. And you can also disagree harshly by saying, "Are you crazy or what? You must kidding, right? I can't believe you're saying that. No way, I can't buy that," and etc. But again, I don't recommend it. Next slide, please. Here is the example of asking and giving opinion. So Tavan said, everybody knows that the technology of this day, most of the young generation use the internet for communication. It's easier to share information. What do you think about that, Bella? And Bella said, you're absolutely right. I really feel that we can't hide from technology, but most people think that there are lots of negative impacts of the internet, especially for us as as a students, as the students, I'm sorry. Okay, and Didi answered, what do you mean? I don't think so. And Bella said, what I'm trying to say is, as a fact, not always the pieces of information are good for us. For example, there are lots of violent content or pornography content that we can access free. In my opinion, this is not good for our physiological. Okay, so far, any questions?
Nothing.
Okay,
No,
no. Okay, since you have understood the material I just explained, now I want you to do the following exercise. Next slide, please, Nabila. Okay, so I want Nabila to disagree and I want Ipan to agree. I'll give you 15 minutes. Is it enough?
yes, Miss.
Okay, great.
Yes, miss.
Are you done yet?
Done, Miss.
Okay, now we will start from number one and then Ipan can tell his opinion. After that, Nabila can share your opinion. Okay?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes,
Miss.
yes, miss.
So number one, we should use our time to learn many things while we are young.
Uh, I answer right now.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I agree. Learning is important in our lives because life itself is a process. The more good things we learn, of course, we will be in the process of having a more positive mind, a more organized personality, and so on.
Okay. But if you want to say if it is important in our lives, you can say in our lives, not in our lives. Okay. Okay. And now, Nabila, can you share your opinion?
Yes, Miss. I don't really agree because we also really need refreshing so we don't get tired. Regularly taking time to refresh can reduce the risk of mental disorders such as depression. This is because by doing so, one can gain peace of mind. Tense muscles due to doing work continuously can make a person more emotional.
Okay, so it's not Moscow. Did you say Moscow before? It's muscle, which mean otot. Okay, I see your point, guys. Good job. And now we jump to number two. Uniforms are still needed when we are in college because the uniform shows our pride for the campus. Okay, Ipan, you can start your opinion.
Okay, thank you, Miss Amridi. I think so too. Uniforms are one with the aim of being the identity of the organization, institution, or company. So, when doing activities in the field, the public will easily re- recognize and indirectly promote the organization or company where we belong.
Okay, thank you. So it's actually field, okay, not filed activities in the field. Okay, but good job. I see a point of that, Ipan. Now, Nabila, can you share your opinion?
Yes, Miss. I'm sorry, I don't agree. When we study, we only need to focus on what we are learning. Uniforms have nothing to do with the quality of our learning. Moreover, sometimes many students do not like to wear uniforms. They are not comfortable wearing uniforms, and with us wearing uniforms, we can we can express ourselves freely. That's my opinion.
Okay, so with using uniforms, um, we like holding ourselves so we cannot express ourselves really. Okay, is your point, Nabila? Thank you. And now, we'll jump to question number three. Parents should respect their young, I'm sorry, is their children if they want to be respect their children privacy if they want to be respected too. Okay, Ipan, can you share your opinion?
Okay, that's true. Respecting children's privacy is a form of parental trust in children, especially when they are in their teens. Children want to be considered adults and responsible for every action they take. Parents should respect their need for privacy.
Okay, Nabila, can you
Yes, Miss.
share? Okay.
I see your point, but if we don't monitor them closely, How will we know they are in trouble or not? Whether they are doing good or not? Are they learning good or bad? I think parental supervision is very necessary.
Okay, thank you all. I think you're all already understand. Good job, class. Any question before I close the class?
No, miss, we already understood.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Before we close our class today, Ipan, please let the class to pray together. Please lead the class to pray together.
Okay, sure, miss. Oh, yeah. Okay. Before we close today's lesson, let's pray together. Okay, finish.
Okay, thank you all. See you in the next meeting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Miss.